But yeah, don't worry about telling me where they are, game. Now's a good time to man the oars. What's gonna hurt? That's gonna hurt. Alright, that looks like the transport, so if we just go for them directly, we can take out a few troops before their triremes arrive. This, I guess, is like the Battle of Salamis that we're coming up to. In fact, if we make them into like suicide missions and just dive straight into them, it doesn't matter if the triremes get sunk, because they'll have sunk all of his invading troops. You know, feel free to attack him. Or, you know, whatever. Just do your thing. Naval battles in these games have always been terrible, haven't they? Oh, well, one down. Is that two down? Not quite. Perhaps I should have used this time to to rally the troops. What's the 204 workers needed? We'll put wages up to very high, and then hopefully, I was hoping I wouldn't have to rely on my actual land forces. There has got to be a better way of doing it than this. It's so cumbersome. Still, the hoplites exist to fight and die for me, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Because I can't afford to send the rabble out. Employment's too precious. So, nice work, game. You did a good job of preventing the invasion. Actually, you didn't do too bad. We knocked out 2 ships, I think. Nice. Turning a potential Chernobyl into a mere 3-mile island. Oh cool, you can attack from the shore as well. You can do that. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty pathetic. That's pretty effective actually, attacking from the shore. I didn't think naval bombardment was that effective until you got to... Oh wow! Yeah, try harder. Have you all got leaky hulls? They were transport ships. Right, stand down everyone. Oh, that sounds reasonably exciting. They didn't even get out of the... They got out of the home estate, I guess, but didn't get very far. I wonder how they're getting on. And who can I invade next? I would quite like to invade Eritrea. Oh good! The combined forces arrived in time and combined armies were able to defend the city. We've won the Battle of Marathon. We've won the Battle of Salamis. I guess we've got to go over and that's Thermopylae? No, Thermopylae's there. What I'll do while there's a bit of a lull, And there isn't a bit of a lull, but I'm going to pretend there's a bit of a lull. We'll send these chaps out, leave 8 behind, and hope that Hatussus doesn't invade in the meantime. God, I hope Hatussus doesn't invade in the meantime. But what I'm thinking is they'll have to invade by sea. And I've got a good fleet now that can protect... Well, I can do what happened just there. And then if they do manage to land, I've got a bunch of towers now. So I feel reasonably secure. And I am not paying those wages. Corinth loves me. You're a fantastic leader and everyone should aspire to be more like you. Can I use you for a defensive strike then? No. What is the point now of having allies? Perhaps could have called on him for a defensive strike. So if Hatussus does invade, I can always call on Corinth. Nice to know. Good. 8 slabs of marble. Devoted, Olympia, dedicated. Have some marble. I'm going to stop buying the stuff as well. Because I believe I'm still buying it. Yeah. But I can't remember where from. Oh, come on, game, give me a clue. I can turn it off by doing that. Lovely. I don't feel Odysseus is under attack. Eek. Why don't you wait a little bit? How long have I got in order to dispatch? It doesn't tell me. But I should probably crew my triremes. Odysseus has got 2, Hatussus has got many. I'm probably going to need the troops there. Whew. Leaky. Undamaged, leaky. I can send off 4 and a couple of leaky ships. If I wait a little bit, they won't be so leaky. In fact, you look pretty undamaged to me. Okay, this is pretty risky, but I'm going to do it. Send everybody off bar 1. Dispatch. Hopefully the other chaps come back and the walls will protect me. But we will rely on the wooden wall. In this case, the wooden wall is the stone walls here. The enigmatic advice that the oracle gave to the Athenians. I believe in the course of the Persian Wars, Athens itself got burnt down twice. Like once before Salamis and once after Salamis. So for all that, it was still a smouldering ruin by the end of it. You need some armour. You do need some armour. What's the employment situation? We need a lot more workers.
There was never a genius without a tincture.
Huh, that works. And I guess we just have to wait because armour. We're getting through armour at a rate of knots. That's a really nice graphic. You know, I was saying earlier about your fancy graphics. You can, you know, in your AAA games that mean that a single patch for Call of Duty takes up 60 gigabytes. You can leave that behind. I'm very happy with how this game looks. And not so much the cartoonish elements of it. I think the statues, like not a big fan of how the sanctuaries appear to, where the top's bigger than the bottom. It gives it that cartoonish feel. Not a huge fan of that, but I do like the sort of the vibrant colours, and I'm not a huge fan of that bit there either. How higgledy-piggledy it is. But little things like these little bits here. Oh good, I conquered Eritrea. You know, little things like that. I'm far more interested in the actual mechanics of the game and does it work and is it functional, and graphics kind of distracts from that. On occasion I've been known to turn the graphics down on a game because I find if it affects the performance just a little bit, you're like, well, I'm far more concerned with the performance rather than the graphics. I'm one of those people that would, I don't think I have, but on Europa Universalis you can get mods that just take away the water effect on the water and the speeds for the running of the game. Now I've not needed that because my graphics card's actually pretty good, but I would be in favour of something like that just to make the game run quicker. A bit of a speed demon when it comes to that. Delos is all powerful, look at them. I'm going to use you again. I don't know who won. An enemy army is sailing towards your city. No fair. You're also attacking Odysseus. Sigh. Didn't get a warning about that, did I? No. No, the game doesn't deem me, you know, like those kind of warnings. They just... I'll find out by myself, don't worry. It's more a case of I know this game by now. How has a fire managed to burn down all your food supplies? Never mind. Cheers, Hermes. You're a pal. Really are as well. He's helped me out quite a bit. Lorien loyal enough. Is that after I helped them out? Yeah. How much did they not like me before? 3% unemployment. I could do with a little bit more unemployment if I want to man the towers, and I do. Also, did I remember to sort of put a wall around, a road next to all the towers here? Bribe 15,250 drachmas. This means it's going to be hefty, isn't it? Am I going to regret this? I think I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to fight to defend the city because I am not giving away most of my income. Also, I feel like I've been duped. Ooh. Like, most of my army is currently away from keyboard. Man the towers, and we will get everybody out. Why haven't you got a man on the towers? Needs access to a road. It's got access to a road. There's nowhere else missing a chap. They all are. Well, most of them anyway. War prevents immigration. Stuff and nonsense. These people need to immigrate to my city, be given some spears and told to go out to the front line. What's the... I'm already paying them very high wages. I might need to shut down some industries I'm not so concerned about, such as cheese. Oh, it digs right at my heart, but I'm going to have to shut down the cheese industry. Shut down the wine, shut down cheese. Don't think anything else will be particularly affected. And everybody else needs to get out of the city again. Because that one trireme is not going to hold back all those transports. They might be able to get rid of one, which would be good. Or it might get sunk. So we'll get all these people out and see what we can do with them. Let's not forget them. Want them to miss out on their civic duty. Whoa! You didn't stop any! What's the employment situation like now, and how many rabble can I afford to raise? Three, 4. Is that it? Yeah, that's not bad. Only 54 workers needed. And you got there quick. Oh, good grief. Oh. Sparta, help. Somebody help anyway. You're gonna get yourself killed. You were useless. Eek! It's alright, he's only attacking civilians. And these people that are practically civilians. I've not considered that my lack of gatehouses is causing pathing problems. I want them to get in tower range, but they're not playing. Can I cheekily build another tower there? Yes. The city does need more workers. Do I need to shut down another industry? Hmm. That's hardly going to free up a great deal, but makes it seem like I'm doing something. Well, I'm not gonna lie, they don't appear to be doing much of anything. Hmm. Oh, here we go. Something's happening. Why don't you? Why haven't you got troops on there? Yeek! Fall back. I want more people within tower range. Now, I quite like those towers to actually do something. This isn't quite where I want the battle to take place, but oh well. Right, the rabble don't actually get involved. I just want you to throw a lot of stones very quickly. That's a lot of people. I want you to do some fighting. That's not ideal. They're just firing a bunch of arrows at the soldiers as they walk in.
This enemy is tough. If we manage to win, it might be a Pyrrhic victory at best.
I like your confidence. I've got it pretty much. Well, Marathon loves me. Delos loves me. Did that invasion succeed, or is it still going on? You're fighting, but it doesn't look like it. You get clump on in there, will you?
This enemy is tough. If we manage to win, it might be a Pyrrhic victory at best.
I don't like his attitude. It's very defeatist. What's the situation? I can't. Oh, there's a lot of dead soldiers there, and they're wearing Greek uniforms. Oh dear. Look, I need you to look a little more alive. That's not a good look considering our current situation. Well, I hope the towers are doing a reasonable job anyway. You are horrified. Looks like you're running away. It's alright, the rabble will save us. I haven't got a clue quite what's going on. All I know is there's a massive fighting going on there. And they're confident. They're confident. They're daring, which is good. If I had any troops spare, I'd do something about these archers that are attacking into the... I mean, this is not how battles are won. You don't fire melee. You don't fire arrows into a melee. Because it's very much a potluck Where's he going? Oh no. Oh no. The fact that they're leaking out of the melee is not a good sign. We've got one more batch of rabble that can call to arms. But otherwise it's looking pretty grim. Where's Theseus when you need him? Timid, that's not a good sign. Morale's okay. Timid. Dismayed. Timid. I've still got my towers. Let's not forget about that. And they are doing a number. Ah. In fact, you're eager, so you go off and deal with them. I mean, I think the chap was right. It did turn out to be a Pyrrhic victory, but fortunately, Pyrrhus hasn't been born yet, so the term doesn't exist. That's going to take a lot of armour to fix. They're just being mobbed now by some rabble with stones. Still gets the job done, I guess. These towers definitely helped. I'm talking like I've won, but I don't know. I'm guessing I have because I've got archer troops that can fire on out, whereas his archer troops are actually being attacked in melee. But for all I know, they could be winning. Confident, fearless. My melee troops are fairly pleased with the outcome. I don't know where their horsemen have gone. Run off by the looks of it. Lovely. Huh. Whew. Well, that's pretty exciting. That's pretty touch and go. I didn't know which way that was going to go then. I thought it was going to be a case of I would have to rely on the towers to just pick them off one by one. I wasn't sure how successful that was going to be. But now is the time to celebrate. Persian forces from Hattusus, its leader Xerxes and Plague's Heaven have been thwarted by our brave soldiers. You can now build a commemorative monument. Or another one. I wonder how we got on in Odessus. Probably not as well as that. Right. That was pretty bad. I need a lot of armour and I need a lot of troops as well. That killed 268 people, if that's anything to be believed. And those appear to something, but I'm not sure what. That's where I was getting my grapes from. Well, come on, give me a chance. I say sorry I didn't have a chance to use up your supplies. I was a little busy. Well, if anybody wants to give me armor, I wouldn't say no. Mount Pelion loves me. In fact, everybody feels quite highly about me. Apart from Eritrea, who liked me before, but now aren't so keen. Why don't you have some wheat? Because I seem to be drowning in this stuff. I am quite inclined, depending on how this expedition comes back. When this expedition comes back, I'm going to launch an attack on Athens. At the very least, I should be able to weaken them. Unless they've got 6 shields. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that looks like. That's really hard to tell. High unemployment is a problem. Whew! We're beating back Persians left, right and centre. Huh! It barely afloat. Within 7 months. I can wait 7 months. What does that take us to? September. I will postpone. What's the employment situation like? Bad? Pretty bad. I'll stop manning the towers. That's going to make things worse. But crew all of the triremes. That's going to make things better. I need to rebuild quite a few. That's bad. But I have some forces in the city. That's not a bad sign. Wow, look at those people moving in.
Maybe a new job. Fortune is smiling upon me.
So remember, we've got until September to help out Amphipolis. Although they've got quite a beefy army themselves. Corinth won't help at all, will they? No. They wouldn't help when they were at the peak of diplomatic relations. They're not going to help now. Although I might call on them for a defensive strike. I can't. They don't like me enough. And that's philanthropic. What kind of ally doesn't come to a defensive aid? A useless one, evidently. So we'll turn wages down back to normal and see what we can turn back on. Wine and sculpture brings it back to employees needed. Alright, we could turn down our fine city that you worked so hard to build. Oh, you know how to tug at my heartstrings.
My advice to you is get married. If you find a good wife.
Looks is 43% complete. Wolf has a full crew, but the trireme must be abroad. But it's okay, it's sailing back. Whew. They need some armour, I need some armour, everybody needs armour. We actually could do with a bit more armour. I can't see where a good place to put an armoury even is. Stick it there, I guess. Lovely. The military decline at Hattusus. That's interesting. So what I will do is I will send troops. We can send I thought I had more triremes than that, I'm not going to lie. Are you still building? 93. 96. Ah, we just missed 4%, but I'm fine with that. We will send to help Amphipolis, we will send 3 and 2 triremes. Dispatch. And then hopefully when there's a bit of a recovery, I need a lot more armour. So Hattusus is now beatable if they've reduced their military strength. So it must have been 6 before, which makes it unconquerable. But it's now conquerable.
About a person in an hour of play than in a year of conversation.
Everybody needs armour. It is so in demand. I wish I'd stockpile it now. What was that? Eritrea probably likes me again now. Right, I'm sailing to help Amphipolis. I also want to send an exploratory committee. Involving Delos. Oh, but I also need so much armour. Perhaps I shouldn't be using it to make sculptures. 80 workers needed. I will even put the wage rate up. I could do that, I could just put more houses in. Lovely. We do need... Oh, it should be alright, we've got quite a bit in the way of wheat. I could do with turning the cheese industry on because all these goats are going feral. How about that? Oh, we can deal with that. We can just about sustain ourselves now. I am so desperate for armour, you wouldn't believe. Perhaps giving it to those triremes wasn't such a good idea. Where are you going? What's going on?
What did I do to deserve
What do you mean that food? It's right there. Why have we suddenly got a food shortage? Oh, this isn't good at all. Stockpiling? Since when? When did they click that? Oh right, yeah. I was stockpiling to give to the other city. My bad. That's better. I was amazed I managed to survive as well as I did on cheese and carrots. Nice. So you should come back, and regardless of what happens, I'm attacking Hattusas when they get back. So who wants to give me armour? I'm sure Mount Pelion would love to. Trouble is that again it just upsets everybody by a significant amount. Everybody's so prickly in this episode. Me included. Very prickly. Oh, thank you. I'll have to think about that while I find some room to store it. But what a turn up for the books. From when we were so desperate for olive oil we'd do anything for it, to now I can't store all of it. So you take nothing but olive oil and armour. Nossus loves me. Everybody loves me, so why won't you give me some armour? Military's not as good as it could be, is it? I still think an exploratory committee is in order. But I haven't got the troops to send at the moment. Ah! No, I don't think you understand. You weren't an ally, you were a vassal. You were a vassal. Oh, you must have got conquered by the Persians, but you didn't call for help. Right, the Persians are getting on my nerves now, so over to Hattusas. We'll send an exploratory committee. My military's taken a beating. Huh. I mean, it's no great loss. I'm actually fine for olives now, but bit of a pain. I feel like it was a bit of a wasted effort. Okay, he's got some armour to hand out. He's got some armour to. He's going to hand some armour out. Why doesn't he wait at the place? Then he can get there first. Good. So where's the peddler? You should have some armour. It's already. There's such a deficit. It's already run out. Oh, we've got to 5,000 people. I'll take your wood. Can't do anything with it. So let's take a look. I don't know what at, but it sounded like it was an action that could be taken. I could feel like I'm doing something. Because I'm at this peak point. This is the time to attack Hattusas. I just wish I had the forces to do it with. I will try, actually, with the forces available to me and Delos. It's your lucky day, Delos. So we will take most of them. We'll leave one behind. We'll take most of them, leave one behind. We'll leave most of these behind and take Delos with us. And off we trot. At least see what happens. He's apathetic. He doesn't, you know, we're at war, but he doesn't much care for it. He's bitter, but a nice hefty chunk of marble will see him right. And everybody else, philanthropic. Everybody else is fine. They're perhaps all a bit meh. Do colonies count a different? Yeah, so colonies are different from vassals, which are different from allies. So the fact I've used Delos to attack a city has upset... yeah, upset Marathon, Eritrea, and the like, but it hasn't upset Corinth, Sparta, or Amphipolis. Or I should imagine Lorien. Well, that's good to know, actually. I thought vassals and others would be lumped together. Can I... No, you don't understand. You weren't my ally. You were my vassal. And my God, are you going to return to being my vassal when all this is over? I'm going to invade you so hard. Again, I mean, I know I probably went a bit over the top. You thought I was being over the top in the last video with my anti-centaur rhetoric, but really, you've seen it just now. Ooh. I mean, perhaps we could have talked first, Corinth, but I like your thinking. List everybody left and let's go. What does the message actually say? I usually read them out and I forgot to do that there. Keep this under your hat, by Jingo, because we don't want word of our plans to spread. I, Hipponax, leader of your ally Corinth, have received reports from Sardis that our common enemy has developed a weakness in his defence. Now is the perfect time to strike them. If I can borrow some of your troops, we can ensure to beat them. Send me troops within 3 months and you can share in my glory. I mean, did they not hear about my my attack on Hertussus? I'm good, thanks. I mean, yes, I'm refusing because I got over 100 tons of the stuff, bushels or whatever, bushels of wheat. I can't shift them, especially now the cheese industry is back up and running. What does it look like if I open them back up? That's a bit more controlled.
My advice to you is get married. If you find a good wife, you will be happy. If not, you become
There we go. Let's stick a bit more niceness in. Perhaps a couple of benches. I don't know why I'm still rationing these. Yes!
This most unbelievable victory is truly sweet. In spite of the overwhelming odds against us, we've defeated the Persians once and for all. Cities that have been conquered by Persia have returned to the fold, and the Persian city of Hattusas calls you master. In spite of the great victory that the city-states of Greece achieved together, Sparta and Corinth have again turned their backs on you.
No pleasing some people. Well, I feel pretty good about myself. I feel like a big man. And I'll actually say that was quite. If I say so myself, that was quite an exciting video. I mean, we had a touch and go battle. There's been invasions left, right, and centre. It's been very. Well, I wouldn't go so far as to say action-packed, but you know, comparatively speaking, I think it's been quite action-packed. Let's see if this continues for the next episode, which should be the last in this adventure and the Peloponnesian Wars. And I will see you right here, right then. You be sure of it.